What stood out about Kyrie and Hardaway's performances?
They were good. I thought Kai's done this year of late, just setting the tone on both ends. But I think offensively, getting us off to a good start. But in that first quarter, the ball was moving. There was a lot of positive energy out there on both sides, offensive and defensively. And so, great group. I mean, those are our leaders tonight. Those two led us and they put us in a position to win a tough game.
What was your vantage point of that one possession late in the game, 3 offensive rebounds, finally Johnson?
Yeah. Oh, we got a good look. And so to come up with the 3 offensive rebounds at that point was huge. And then for Josh to get another shot at it, from the slot, he didn't hesitate. And so I thought he was great on both ends of the ball. I thought he started us off with the physicality of guarding Brunson. It's not easy, but I thought he did a great job. But again, there was no hesitation when the ball found him. He shot it, made a big shot. And just the trust with that group, the group trusted one another. We made plays when we had to. They made a run, but no one panicked. We stayed the course, and it came with a big bounce back game after the last game here at home.
I was about to ask you about the bounce back aspect. Was that discussed at all before the game, or do you feel like you don't have to talk about things like that at this point?
Oh no, we spent a lot of time yesterday talking about it, probably a little bit too long, but I think we, again, character in that locker room, the guys, again, New York is playing extremely well, and they were up for the challenge tonight. But again, the character that the guys understood as coaches what we're asking them to do, and they did it for 48 minutes tonight.
You seem pretty fired up. I played with Kyrie right in front of you, got on the floor and dug out a loose ball. What do you think that play was going through your mind at that point?
I was trying to get out of the way.
I thought you were jumping for joy.
No, I can't jump, unfortunately. But I thought just the hustle play to be able to dive. Again, I think we've talked about this before. Our stars are diving on the floor, and it's a regular season game. I think it just shows the importance, their leadership of where they're at, their mentality, and so they're leaders, and that's what leaders do. They got to sacrifice once in a while. And Kai and Luka have done that by diving for the ball, and we come up with a steal, and then we go the other way. And so, again, Kai's been great coming back from injury, and we needed that. But I thought the role players did a really good job tonight of doing their job and staying in character and didn't do anything, more or less. So it's a great team win.
What stood out to you most about Kai on the offensive end tonight?
Well, I was trying to look at him in the post to try to conserve some energy. I know he's, if not the best with the dribble, but when you're gonna, maybe play him 40-something minutes, how can you use him where he's not expending a lot of energy? And it's harder, sometimes to double team. And I thought with the post, looking at putting him in the post tonight, something that we haven't, really, looked at. He's just as good in the post as he is off the dribble. And so I asked him, could he post up tonight a little bit? And I thought, again, he delivered.
You mentioned him coming off the injury. I mean, he was out 20-something days. I'm guessing you haven't had many practices. He had one kind of game where he kind of was trying to fit in, and he's been explosive ever since.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that or why do you think he's been able to do that?
I think our last practice was December 20th. So it's been a while. And so sometimes the game is going to be a practice, and, coming back from injury, and we have a lot of those. So, it's hard to simulate, 5-on-5 when you don't have enough guys to do that. And that just shows where he's at mentally and physically, to be able to do that and also find a way to, get a rhythm and then ask to, carry the load. And so that's who he is, and that's what makes him special.
Hard to do that go this long without really having any legitimate practices, or do you just have to rely on film, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, it's just the league. The schedule is messed up for everybody, and we can sit here and complain and talk about that, but it's, it is what it is. We got to play it out. We're playing every other day, and so there's really no time to practice. It's about, recovery, rest, and let's do it again. And so, I don't even know if the players like it as much. I know they don't want to practice, but it's, we got to do film, or we have to do something to teach to help as we go forward. But this schedule, until we go on this road trip, it's just it is what it is.
Can you talk about the efficiency of the shot making, but also the decision making?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about Kai, right?
Oh, I'm talking about just the team in general.
There,
I mean,
I like it.
Kai definitely.
Yeah, I think we have an unselfish team, understanding we have guys who are gonna be double teamed, and we're gonna, trust they cause the problem, advantage basketball. We believe that the next guy is gonna make the play. D. Jones was in that position tonight, with them going to hit Kai, and that Kai did his part. He trusted that D. Jones was gonna find the open guy. Again, Kai had the 10 assists. I thought Josh did a great job. I thought Hardy in transition was great in decision making. So a lot of good things tonight from everybody.
How important was it to keep pushing the pace to get out on the break throughout the game?
Yeah, we wanted to play fast. We talked about if we wanted to play fast, we had to rebound the ball. And so I thought the guys, were small. And so I thought the guys came back and we were physical. We got the rebound and we put a lot of pressure on their transition defense tonight.
Early in the game, like with the small ball lineup, Josh had a couple attacks off the dribble against bigs. How important is it for him to be aggressive when he has those mismatches when you guys are going small?
Yeah, I thought he was aggressive from the start, going against his old friend. But we need that. We need him to play with Russ. We need him to be aggressive. His playmaking skills, again, when he can, get in the paint. I thought he found Timmy on a great corner three, be it by attacking. We trust that Josh is going to do the right thing when he has the ball. He's developing into another quarterback, which will only make us better.
Thank you.